Got chats open. Perfect. Chats are good to go. There we go. Good job. Good job. Notifications on Discord. Looks like we are officially live. What's up, Nathan? Welcome to the stream. But I swapping swapping things. Don't worry, we're still in the setup phase right now. Hey, Commander Doom just sub. Thank you so much, man. I feel like it's been a minute. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for the sub. You are amazing. What's up, there, Reaper guy? Welcome to the stream. What's up? Not my real name. Not my real name. What is your real name? What's up, Fishtail Bread? How's it going? Fantastic name. You have returned. You definitely have. Hello, Brian. Brian Aguilar. You've been going to sleep early a lot for a while. It's been stressful at work. How has work been going? Has it been a lot? It's been kind of busy for us too. It's January, so everyone wants a bunch of tech work done, so it's been pretty bad for us too. You're not Steve Rogers in a trailer, just got it as an ad for the new Captain America movie. You just got an ad for it. What are you going to stream today? I'm really glad you asked, actually. So I have a bit of a special stream today. I'm planning a new thing, and I'll get into it in a second. Hello, boy, 18766. Don't worry about it. I'm actually about to jump into it. This segment is going to be called game autopsy, and basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking down certain games and stuff, and basically dissecting them to see exactly what was the cause of death. And today we're going to be doing Overwatch 2. I'm going to get into the whole shtick of it in just a second here. I'm just making sure everything's actually working first, but we're going to get really, really, really down and dirty with figuring out exactly what happened with Overwatch 2. I've been doing a lot of research leading up to this. I've been doing a lot of, reading and research is pretty much what I've been doing for the most part. And I'm really excited to kind of jump into it with you guys. Well, like I said, we'll be doing it in just a second. I want to make sure everything's all set up first. But uh, as you can tell, I'm very professional. This is my official lab coat. You get this for completing medical school, which I definitely have done. So I am officially licensed to do this. You're sat? Perfect. Yeah, keep satin because we're going to be getting really, really into this. Moving 6v6. Oh, not my real name. Don't worry. We're going to fucking get into it. We are going to absolutely rip apart Overwatch 2 in a second here. 10,000 Braid Bucks is insane. I really need to figure out what to actually do with Braid Bucks. But we're gonna go for it. I'll hold back a little. This genuinely between for this game, for Overwatch 2, it is really important to remember that this is it is really important to remember that this is a game that a lot of people have worked on. There's a lot of mistakes that a lot of companies make with games like this. So it's not like people are actually trying to be malicious or everything. It's more of a team effort where things just don't really go as planned. And I want to be very clear about that going into this. What's up, Haywire? Welcome to the stream. Um, we are going to still tear it apart, but it's not really one singular person's fault. What's up, Superior Gamer? Okay, guys, I'm going to be right back. It looks like everything is good to go on the stream, and we're going to jump into this new little segment here in a second. I'm just going to grab a little something to drink, and then we're going to go and do it. I also need to make sure Mango's not destroying anything. So TTS when very soon. I've been slowly working on updating the I've been slowly working on updating the stream a little bit by little bit, so we're getting there. Spear Gamer, thank you so much for the gift sub. Solid Matic, welcome to the Braid Nation squad at courtesy of Superior Gamer. Once again, our #1 fan. I really hope you guys like this. I really hope you guys like this segment too. I'm also open to criticism and stuff too. Any notes you guys want to see. This is very experimental. But I love you guys all so much. I will be right back. I'm just gonna grab something to drink. I have returned. Thank you guys all for coming to my office again to go on this journey with me and everything. That Communist is actually right on the spot with me coming back. What's up, Izar? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Gaming Mando? How much is the T1 sub? I believe it's $5. If you guys have Amazon Prime, it is free to sub as well. I'm not really sure how to link the accounts and everything, but subbing does support the channel, and I would really appreciate it if you guys subbed and everything. But obviously, it's at your own disclosure. All right, we're gonna jump into this in just one more second, guys. I got to get myself in the mood, and then I obviously have to shill out all of my places I want you guys to support me. If you're watching over on YouTube, the best place to watch is over on Twitch. I'm gonna link it for you guys. And for anyone in the chat, on YouTube, or on Twitch, I should say, come join the Discord. And stuff. It'd be very nice for you guys to help me out. Don't worry about that, Laser. I can still answer it. I think the Lamenters are really cool. I will not be answering Warhammer questions for a while, guys, by the way. Once we jump into this, I'm gonna be pretty much fully in analytical mode for Overwatch, so it will be harder for me to answer questions about Warhammer. But the Lamenters I'm a big fan of them. I think they're really cool. I think they're very tragic. I think they're perfectly tragic. I think they're very, very well written. All right, guys, we're almost good to get started here. Okay. Oh my gosh, heck no, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really glad you can make it to checking out Braid Nation, making your rounds and everything. Very much appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Okay. Your silliest of rat things has joined the stream. You just saw the new short. How'd you like it? 3 subs to 100 times, so that times 5 is $840. Is that really $840? That's fucking crazy. I'm not sure, Laser. Someone named that just followed about like 30 minutes ago. I think I missed them because I was still setting up the stream and everything. So it could be anybody. Who knows? Okay, guys, let's jump into this. All right, everybody. So today I'm going to be doing this special little stream, and I'm going to be calling this Game Autopsy. Pretty much, we're going to be taking a look at what exactly happens to games and why they end up that way. Like any game that failed. It could be like a little tiny controversy, or it could be like a decision that something made, but we're going to look into it and see exactly what the cause of the failure was. Today, we're going to be doing this on what I like to call a test autopsy, and we're going to do it on Overwatch 2, which is a test cadaver that has kind of been done to death. That's why it's a test cadaver, because a lot of people have already done this type of thing before. And we're kind of able to get really into the nitty gritty to really see exactly what happened so we can learn about all this stuff together. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it. What's up, Brian? What's up, Monty? Welcome to the stream. Superior Gamers is helping out a lot. Like I said, they're my #1 fan. So basically what we're going to be doing here, guys, is we're going to be going over surface level damage of what happened to Overwatch 2, and then we're going to be diving into the actual cause of what happened. Like, we're gonna go over exactly maybe what you can see on the outside of the cadaver's body, and then kind of jump into the more interior details. So Overwatch, a lot of us have heard about it. Overwatch has been incredibly popular for a long, long time, and pretty much it released in 2016, so it came out in 2016. So it came out in 2016, and it was so successful that it actually won Game of the Year in 2016, which I think is really crazy because nowadays a like competitive multiplayer game like that winning Game of the Year is just really strange to me because there's so many good games out there, and we kind of are done with the hero shooters. It's just to the point where it's overdone. It's incredibly overdone. So it won Game of the Year when it came out, and Overwatch is one of the most popular games out there still. What's good, Sai? Welcome to the stream. Um, oh my gosh, I literally, I might have messed up. Hold on. There was I was trying to set up and make everything look really. What's up, brother Gazer? Welcome to the stream. I was trying to make everything look really pretty for the stream, and I think I might have removed the tool that lets me connect sticky notes together, which is like the best part of this. So bear with me, guys. I can answer some Warhammer stuff in this time here if you guys would like. What the heck? Where did it go? Shapes and lines. Here we go. So we can connect these together. Kind of like that. So when mini painting stream, very soon. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to get into with you guys, and mini painting is definitely one of them. I just need to actually get the camera set up for it. So Overwatch 2 was incredibly successful when it first came out. It came out in 2016. It won Game of the Year, which, like I said, is crazy because most games that win Game of the Year are like Baldur's Gate or Uncharted or games like Witcher, where it's like a very strong narrative. And Overwatch won because it kind of swept the nation for a while. A lot of people were really, really, really excited for a new take on a first person shooter because this is at the time when a lot of hero shooters weren't everywhere. They kind of pioneered it. We had Team Fortress 2, and everyone was kind of comparing this to Team Fortress 2 and like League having a baby, which was pretty apt at the time. The fact that it also came from Blizzard helped it out a lot because like we all know Blizzard's a huge company. This is before Activision bought it, I believe, as well. So they were a huge company and they were pioneering their first new IP in forever. So a lot of people were excited. So off the bat, it already had a lot of things going for it. It had a good art style, interesting characters, and it was really fun to play. So it makes sense that it won Game of the Year. Nowadays, like Marvel Rivals, I love Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is not winning Game of the Year, like 100%. There's going to be something else that comes along and beats it. But winning Game of the Year as Overwatch to me is kind of crazy. The interesting thing is that there's rumors that during this time at around 2016 to 2017, Blizzard was already talking about making Overwatch 2, which was very interesting. So there were rumors of Overwatch 2 already started forming. And I think it's because a lot of people liked the story of Overwatch and they wanted to see more of the characters, but the issue was that there wasn't a lot of story actually in the game. We got drip fed stories about the characters and everything very, very slowly through animations and just random stuff like that that definitely did not satisfy a lot of people. So I think the talk for Overwatch 2 came along in the way that, hey, our engine that we made doesn't have enough power to actually make maps that are big enough for player versus environment. So what if we make a game that is just story related? So that's how it's rumored to have started. And Overwatch 2 was finally announced in 2019. Overwatch 2 was finally announced in 2019, which is crazy because that was only 3 years after it came out. Overwatch 2 announced in 2019, which is crazy. And now we all get to learn how bad I am at spelling. This program's really cool because you can kind of move everything around all you want. So Overwatch 2 was announced in 2019, right? And they said that they were going to slow down development of Overwatch 1 to focus on Overwatch 2. And a lot of people were pretty excited because, hey, this meant a whole new game. And the whole promise was that they were going to add PvE elements to it. So it was actually really exciting because, at least from the records, the psychology records that I got from the other part of the office, the main idea behind Overwatch 2 was that PvE was supposed to focus on elements of a story, which was really cool because we love the characters. And I don't know about you guys in chat, but I love the story and the world building of Overwatch. I think it's really interesting, which is why I was so disappointed with all this stuff that's going on. But it was great. We were super excited. If you remember correctly, for Overwatch, the one healer they added was another reason for Overwatch 2. What one healer did they add that made to the reason? Overwatch 2 was a cash grab and a fix of the screw up that they did. Don't worry, we're gonna get into that. I think it was his OP healer. Has it been added to the game yet? Because I know Kiriko was released in Overwatch 2 when it first came out. What is the story anyways about how Overwatch 2 came to be? Well, so I have a basically the idea was that Overwatch 1 was a great game that they originally only wanted to be a player versus player game, right? But a lot of people wanted to see a story, so there were talks internally from people like Jeff Kaplan, who used to run the Overwatch team, and he's amazing. We're going to get into him. And he basically wanted to make it so Overwatch had a campaign, but as we'll soon figure out, that fell through. If we take a look at the psychological profile of Overwatch, you can tell that from pretty much from 2019 to October 4th of 2022, Overwatch suffered a lot of neglect. There was this long development cycle, and during that time, there was basically no content that came out for Overwatch, and it's like it was being fully ignored for those 3 years. It out-tanked DPS and basically ruined Overwatch 1. I can't remember. I don't know what healer that is. I would like to know. Hello, what is the main topic currently in the stream? The main topic of the stream right now is we are discussing, we're basically, I call this game autopsy. We're basically taking a concept of a game and we're trying to see exactly what made it die, or at least like a controversy that made it not as fond as it used to be. I'm doing this as a test with Overwatch 2 because it's kind of a game that has been talked to death already. So I wanted to kind of jump into it and see exactly why do people say that Overwatch is a dead game? What are we like? How are we going to figure it out, right? So that's basically the gist of the stream. So like I said, there was a lot of a gap in content from 2019 to 2022. It was very clear through the psychological profile that we've seen of Overwatch that it was suffering from neglect. There were barely any updates. There was nothing going on with the game, but we kept hoping that Overwatch 2 was going to be great because it's like, don't worry, guys, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Now, I'll be honest, there's a small detail here that I'm kind of glossing over. There was a pandemic that hurt development time because really, the development for Overwatch 2 had already been in production for a long time. And when the pandemic happened, it kind of stretched that even more to the point where resources were spent. But we'll get into the amount of content that was added in Overwatch 2 later. It is unbelievably little to the point where they took 3 years and pretty much only added a few features and removed stuff from the game. It's crazy. Now, there's a couple reasons why the game was led down this bad path, and the biggest sign of neglect was pretty easy to spot. So there was a lead developer, Jeff Kaplan, and he left the Overwatch 2 team, and he passed the reins to his coworker, Aaron Keller. And we've seen this before in other games that have suffered from neglect, like Halo Infinite. When lead devs start jumping ship during development, it's usually a sign that something is going wrong. Usually it involves management kind of like putting down creative ideas. What's Jeff Chaplin? You mean Jeff Kaplan or Jeff Chaplin? Jeff Chaplin, the Space Marine, or Jeff Kaplan, the Overwatch 2 developer? And Jeff Kaplan's been at Overwatch for a while. He's a really, really fun personality at the company. A lot of people really, really like him. He used to do these videos and stuff. What's up, Pickaplaz? Welcome to the stream. He used to do a lot of these videos and stuff where he basically was like, hey, it's Jeff from the Overwatch team, and he was memed on like crazy. A lot of people really liked him. So when he left the team during Overwatch 2 development, that's when people kind of raised their eyebrows and they're like, uh-oh, something's going on here. Like, what's going on? And I remember on Reddit at the time, because this also happened with Halo Infinite, that there was a lot of coping going on. And what happened was, like, people were like, oh, it could still be fine. There's a lot of people that are still on the team and everything. But like when you start seeing like lead developers leave, it's especially at bigger companies. It's usually only at companies owned by like big management teams where like you have to talk to like executives and stuff to get decisions made. And you see a lot of these creatives leaving, and that basically means like, hey, they're not making our decisions go through. I'm a creative, my work isn't getting recognized, so I don't want to be here. So that's a really good sign that a game's not going to be really good. If you have team members that stick around, it'll probably be a sign of a good game. For example, The Witcher 4, 80% of the team, I believe, is still there from The Witcher 3. Same with Cyberpunk as well, Orion, the game that they're making. So basically, so is Overwatch 2 just the same thing, or is there actually differences? I haven't played it, just curious. There are very slight differences, and we'll get into that in a little bit here. But the basic gist of it is that they promised a lot more, and it wasn't given. So jumping back into the main topic here, about neglect and everything. Something interesting that I noticed through the promotion of Aaron Keller is that he also had been at Blizzard for a really long time. He'd been there since 2001, and he's a really fucking good world builder and level designer. He started as a level designer in Blizzard, and one of his proudest achievements, and I quoted them on this, is that he was working on the Lich King expansion and also built the city of Stormwind. So we have this here. So we have this where we have one of the main causes of death, right? Let's jump into this. So we have one of the main causes of death. Main causes of death is neglect. So what exactly caused the neglect, right? So we're going to go into some details here. So one of them was the lead developer, Jeff Kaplan. How do I spell his name? I literally have it written down here. I have an article like with quotes and stuff being in. Like, I love working here. I'm really sorry. There we go. Probably should capitalize his name as I mess up again. Does anybody feel weird when they get a new keyboard? I'm still kind of getting used to this. Leaves the Overwatch team. And he gives control to who again? Aaron Keller. Aaron Keller. Very nice. New keyboard is hard to get used to. I love this keyboard, but like typing and stuff, it's just like an absolute pain to like get everything like set up. So Aaron, like I said, he has a lot of experience at Blizzard. A lot of experience. Aaron is a great level designer. He's a great level designer and world builder. So why did Overwatch not have PvE on release? So this is really interesting to me, right? I'm gonna say on launch because spelling's hard. So this is really interesting to me, right? Because Aaron Keller, like we said here, Overwatch 1 was neglected. In 2019, they stopped updating it, obviously because the management was doing ideas. What's up, Dingleberry? Welcome to the stream. Management had ideas and they started neglecting the game. Jeff Clapton leaves the Overwatch team and gives control to Aaron, right? And Aaron's a good level designer. Like I said, he made Stormwind. He made the Lich King expansion, which in my opinion is one of the best narratives inside of WoW. I haven't really played a lot of WoW, but I've done a lot of lore research for the game because, like, let's be honest, it's fantastic. And that's one of the best expansions ever. The story is incredible. And he worked on it. So he obviously knows what he's doing. So I'm a little bit confused exactly what went wrong. Because the biggest criticism we get from Overwatch 2 is why was there no PvE on lunch? Why was there no PvE on lunch? On lunch, I said it again because now I'm thinking about lunch. Why was there no PvE on launch? There we go. We got it, boys. It only took 3 times. We're very professional here at Braid Nation. We only take things incredibly seriously. Which it's very interesting because if we actually cut into the cadaver here and we look inside, we can see that there was PvE content, but it's actually been fully removed. So PvE did exist at some point inside of this, right? Oh, you should get it on console, Pro Dragon. Blotcher is amazing. So PvE was forcibly removed from the cadaver. And basically what this means is that there is remnants of storyboarding abilities. There's storyboarding abilities, data of PvE missions that existed within the game files that were removed. And this is likely because they thought that PvE was a waste of time. And what's really interesting to me is I've never seen a patient like this, because what's funny is they removed PvE from the game and it didn't kill it. It did not kill Overwatch, and it spent years going on still. And I've never seen a patient like this survive getting its PvE content forcibly removed, which is crazy. The studio does a screw up and gets their game put in the forever box. It's a very good way of putting it. The main problem is the roster might be too bloated and the new characters weren't engaging. That's also a very good point too. And we'll get into the new characters and stuff too, because I personally think that they messed up by not releasing enough characters, which is part of the content drought and neglect, because 2019 to 2022, we had fucking nothing for Overwatch. It was crazy. So the interesting part is the game launches, right? And PvE was forcibly removed, but they decided Blizzard wanted to have emergency surgery. They want to have emergency surgery to have PvE put back in, to put PvE back into the game through patches. So basically what this means is they did actually add PvE back into the game. It's $15. Oh, we just got a thing. Thank you so much. My screen is so full of crap right now. Thank you so much for the follow. I can fly a kite. Wow, I actually can't fly a kite. That's actually incredible. Anyways, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. What do you guys think so far of the whole breakdown? Okay, so basically they had emergency surgery to have PvE put back into the body, right? So Overwatch 2 goes through this surgery and they have PvE put back in. It's $15. You can buy it right now, but it was completely different than what was promised. It's almost like you take an organ out and then you replace it with a heart that doesn't have all the valves, right? So the heart was put back into the body and it did not have skill trees. It did not have character progression. Hey, we got another follow. Thank you so much for the follow, Ant4551. Thank you so much for the support and welcome to the stream. So basically, you put the heart back in the body, and they did not. Everything that was promised is pretty much removed. It didn't have skill trees. It didn't have character progression, and it was just really reused missions over and over and over again, which is really annoying because, like I said, the world building is so incredible that it's really, really, really disappointing that it was like this. I enjoy your short, so I had to follow. Thank you so much, I Can Fly Kite. That means a lot. You're coming here on a very interesting day because I'm trying out a new segment right now where I'm testing out game autopsy, but I'm really happy you can come on the stream. Usually we do a lot of Space Brain stuff, but it's good to see you right now. So they put PvE back in the game, but it was basically a shell of its former self. So let's take a look. PvE added back in, but it is not what it was promised. So the campaign was not great. And a little fun fact as well, Overwatch 2's campaign was added to the game a year after release, the same month that Baldur's Gate 3 came out, which is crazy to me because it came out after, same month, but after. Baldur's Gate 3 is one of the best games ever. It is amazing. It is a narrative game masterpiece. It is just fucking fantastic through and through. And the balls on Blizzard to fucking release this terrible, terrible story that had so much cut from it the same month as Baldur's Gate 3 is fucking crazy to me. So by comparison, it looked even worse, right? It was just terrible. And the worst part is people were like, well, at least we're getting a story now. So hopeful. People were hopeful that they were getting a story, and my board's getting full. I got to expand this board. People were hopeful. Players hopeful of more story being added. So a little bit after this, about a few months later, Blizzard announces they're cutting off all PvE expansion. So, and then PvE was canceled, which I think is a very, very, it's a traumatic sign of things to come. I don't think it's the cause of death. It's definitely, we're getting warmer. We're getting warmer to what actually might have caused Overwatch 2 to be the way that it is. But I don't think it's because PvE was canceled, because a baseline, we still have a game here, right? We still have a game. People love it. It's still fun. And people are just annoyed because they were promised things and they weren't given it. Release window will kill any game. Think about TF2. They released right when COD Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1 came out. Yeah, like it's all about release window too. Baldur's Gate, not Baldi's. Did I say Baldi's Gate? That's so funny. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, but you haven't played a lot of it. You definitely should, man. It's fucking fantastic. I absolutely love that game. It is genuinely incredible. Wasn't Battleborn released the same year as Overwatch? I'm actually not sure. Can someone check that? Because I would not be surprised. Overwatch gets back 66, basically adding only a 2 at the end of it. It's crazy that Overwatch removed 6v6 in the first place. Genuinely. Because we can see, like, right here, we can see that Overwatch 2 was alive post-surgery, right? They added PvE back in, they gave it surgery, but it made its quality of life awful. It's just, it's like they gave it half a heart and then said, "Ooh, sorry, we were hoping that a full heart was going to come in, but we can't do that." The American government says, "Talk about Warhammer. I will not be silenced by the American government. This is a new segment. The American government can't force me to do anything." We'll be talking about Warhammer after this segment. American government. Overwatch 2 was an idiotic year for cash angry idiots. I fully agree. Battleborn, May 6, 2016, the same year. You play Magic the Gathering. What did I miss? I'm getting heated now. We're getting into the reason of the death. So, that being said, Overwatch 2 had a lot of development time. Like I said, it was in development before 2019. It was announced in 2019 and released in 2022, right? So let's actually add that little note here. So Overwatch 2 released in 2022. Okay, so 3 years of dev time. Which is a good amount of development time. Like, a lot of games have had like that amount of dev time and been pretty good. I'd say that's like that's pretty average, I would say, for a game to be in development. So it should have a lot of stuff coming out. But it took forever. And like I said earlier, there was the pandemic going on, so it was a little bit hard for some of this stuff to get done. And oh, it's off the screen? Yeah, let me move this a little bit. Yay, we did it, guys. We made it. So basically, they had a ton of development time, so we expected at least something on release. And here's what happened on release. They added passives to each of the main roles. So we're going to make a big sticky note for this. So let's move this up here. So I feel like a crazy person connecting all these dots. So Overwatch 2, it released with a few things, right? It released with passes for each role. Passes for each role, which was tanks were harder to stagger, supports regenerated HP, and DPSs move slightly faster. Okay, so that's one thing added, right? Adding passes to each role is pretty cool. And the second thing they added was they made the game 5v5, which, as we've already discussed in chat, actually, that everybody missed 6v6. So effectively, in 3 years of development time, they removed a player from the game, and they called that a new feature. But in reality, everybody wants 6v6 back. It's why Marvel Rivals also works really well. 6v6 is just great. It sucks because like a lot of our friend group that we play Overwatch with, sometimes one person to be left out because we're so used to playing with 6. It's actually really sad. A few characters had rework. A few characters had rework, so a few characters were reworked. A few characters were reworked, and it was Orisa, Bastion, and Doomfist. Doomfist became a tank, Orisa got new abilities, and Bastion became like a mobile turret platform. And this was cool. I actually think this is a cool feature. Reworking a lot of the characters was something that definitely needed to happen earlier in development, and I'm a little bit surprised that it took so long to actually do, right? So the reworks are pretty cool. I like that change a lot. Dude's a conspiracy theorist? I can figure it out. What happened to Overwatch? What happened to Overwatch, guys? It could be anything. I swear. Where'd they find the body? Where'd they hide the body? Where'd they hide the body? So they released the reworks, right? And then the last thing they released new characters. And that's huge. We want new characters. New characters are exciting, right? Like we want to play new heroes. It's what brings us back to the game, at least for me. I love when new heroes are announced. And these new characters were Sojourn, Junker Queen, who's my favorite character in the game. I will admit, Junker Queen, and Kiriko, right? And these characters are fine, but when I looked up when I was looking up material on Overwatch 2, every single article was like, Overwatch 2 releases with 3 new characters. That's not fucking true. It's absolutely not true. What happened was Overwatch actually released earlier. And let me double check this really fast. So Overwatch technically released on April 26th. So this is the real release date of Overwatch. The real release date. So the real launch date was April 26, 2022. And the reason why I say it's the real launch date is because the game launched as a PvP beta is how they announced the game, right? And that's fucking bullshit because they knew that Overwatch 2 was not going to be a PvE game. So they released the game as a free-to-play model in April 26 as a PvE beta, which is bullshit because what happened was in June 28th, they added Junker Queen to the game, right? Still in PvP beta. And then they added Kiriko to the game on October 4th, 2022, which was the launch of the game, which is stupid because, like I said, PvE was supposed to be the main flagship of the game, but it did not. The beta was the full game, and they lied to us. And I guarantee you it's because they wanted to get the game out faster, because the longer Overwatch 2 isn't released, the more money they lose as a company, right? So they wanted to get that game out there, and they're like, what if, we're still working on this stuff, what if we just actually push it out a little bit earlier and call it a beta? And that's what they fucking did. And it really annoys me, because they called it a full game, and it absolutely was not. And we got a follow. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked my little rant. Kazkano, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to Braid Nation. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's get fucking angry, guys. Let's get absolutely angry, because we all love video games here, and this shit pisses me off. And actually, speaking of which, Balatro, great fucking game made by one guy and was up for Game of the Year. Absolutely insane. Fantastic game. Semi Prime sub. I'm done here. Catch you later, Braid. Thank you so much, Mr. Mediocre Stream. I will see you on the next stream. The monetization was atrocious. And don't worry, we're going to fucking get into that. We got another follow, too. Let's get angry, boys. The angriness sells, apparently. Kasachin, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wasn't that case with Undertale? What happened with Undertale? Because Undertale was made by one dev technically, but there were a few other people that helped. But that was also a fantastic game. I fucking love Undertale. Is rated PG-13 unlike Madden with online gambling? That's crazy. You just played launch for the first time 5 minutes ago. It's a great game. Did you like it, Smokey? Let's get angry. Fuck yeah, Dick Preston. Let's get fucking angry. Okay, so they lied about the launch date, right? And I'll write down the real launch date here. The real launch date was April, whatever I said. I have it written down here. April 26, 2022. Because every fucking article I was reading online was like, Overwatch 2 launches with 3 new heroes. And I'm like, no, it didn't. I remember playing when the game released, and I only remember Sojourn existing. And granted, Kiriko and Junker Queen did come out quickly afterwards, but they didn't release it. What didn't they lie about? Exactly Ant 4551. It is unbelievable how much they lied about this game and got away with it. And I still see people defending it. I see a lot of people being like, and this isn't really a strong point, but it's just a little observation I made. When I was researching this, I saw people online saying, oh, Overwatch 2 isn't really a dead game, which is true. It is hated by a lot of people, but it's still played by a lot of people. But I see a lot of people defending it, and I think that's a huge, absolutely giant mistake. We cannot defend things like this when they will actively harm the rest of the gaming community. And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little bit too heated about this, but I see this happening and I don't want it to happen with other games. So I get a little bit emotional. All right, let's jump back into this before I get too angry. So Overwatch 2 was announced in 2019, and in 3 years, all they added was a 5v5 game mode, so they removed a player. They added 3 new characters, which is bullshit. They reworked characters, which I think was a very good a good call, and they added passes to each role. Now, a lot of people have pointed this out, is they have, no, Mom, I don't need to go down to dinner. I'm talking to my friend's mom. Mom, you don't understand. I'm putting together a conspiracy board. You don't get it. Blizzard is trying to control the gaming sphere. You wouldn't get it. Dolphin3 says, bro, where's my campaign release? They mainly focus on the competitive player base, not the casual. But that's the fucking thing, is they didn't even focus on the competitive side of things. They focus on the goddamn skin game, which I'll get into. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to come back to that. Ooh. I'm feeling it now, boys. I'm getting in the mood. I wish I was in this mood when I started the video, but we're fucking getting into it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So they removed features, and I see a lot of people talking about this online when the game first came out. Overwatch 2 felt like a new season patch. It felt like a patch that should have been released with a new, like, oh, here's the new season of Overwatch. It was a good update. It was a good update, but it just should have been a new season. Robodolph, thank you so much. I've been self-conscious of my hair for a long time, and I've finally come to be happy with it. So thank you. I appreciate that a lot. That actually makes me very happy. Overwatch 2 is literally just an Overwatch 1 update. Fucking exactly, Dolphin. I've seen a lot of people online, mostly on Reddit, saying that Overwatch 2 felt like an update. As someone, Dr. Teddy Bear says, as someone who watches almost every Overwatch League match, they did not focus on competitive. Exactly. They focused on the money, which once again, I will get there. I swear to God. So basically what we have here, let's review the board, guys, because we're going to figure out how Overwatch died, because I'm telling you right now, it's not the lies. It's not the lack of PvE. There's something even worse going on that was the cause of death. So we have Overwatch was neglected by its creators. Jeff Kaplan left the team, and Aaron Keller was not listened to, because as we can see here through the proof of him working as a world builder and level designer for good shit, he can make goddamn stories. PvE was forcibly removed from the game. So they removed PvE forcibly, and they emergency patched it back in, but not even close to what was promised. And then players were hoping that it was going to come back, but it was completely canceled, which was a huge blow to the game. And the timeline of it was Overwatch 1 came out, everybody fucking loved it. We saw rumors of Overwatch 2 dating back to 2017. Overwatch 2 was announced in 2019. A pandemic hits, development slows, and then Overwatch 2 was released 3 years later with barely any content, and they also lied about the release date, because the real release was on April 26th, but not October 4th. Absolutely crazy. Smokey, if you've never played Overwatch before, Overwatch is worth trying if you want to give it a shot. But genuinely, just play Marvel Rivals. It's just a better game overall, and you'll have a lot more fun. Genuinely. So, and once again, guys, I'm sorry. I don't want to get heated, but we're getting there. They lied too much. Yes, they did lie a lot. It's mostly it's over-promising, under-delivering, because there are games that have lied like this before, like Cyberpunk, for example. And in Cyberpunk, they promised a way too much for the game, and the game was shit on launch. And I made a video about how shit that it was on launch, and that's how Braid Nation was born. And now it's actually one of my favorite games of all time. Marvel Rivals is free too. That is true. Then still want money? That's very true. And that Reaper guy, that's a great segue. So all this stuff on the board here that we're looking at, I actually don't think that this is the cause of death. So the actual cause of death, in my opinion, and I looked at the blood report for this, I looked at the blood report for Overwatch 2, and the cause of death, in my eyes, was lethal levels of toxic monetization in the bloodstream. And now this is honestly really sad because this is not uncommon for games like this that are neglected to go down this route. I've seen it before with Halo Infinite, for example. They also had toxic levels of monetization in their bloodstream at the pronounced time of death. So what exactly went wrong that led this game down this life path, right? Well, the developers changed the game from a free-to-play model. So the developers changed the model from a paid one-time cost, where then in-game you can earn currency to get loot boxes. So it was a loot box monetization system. They changed the monetization to a free-to-play model that was purely based on microtransactions, right? They wanted to shift their effort to skin releases and microtransactions and just avoid loot boxes, right? I agree, Dolphin. Halo Infinite had more issues and stuff too. I'm just saying related to monetization, because now instead of releasing content, all they do is launch skins, and it's just so disappointing to me. But you are correct. There's a lot of issues in that. I should do a game autopsy on Halo Infinite too, which is crazy. Yeah, no Forge on day one sucked. So, okay, harping, going back, we're circling back, right? I've noticed that with this practice that they do when they move a game to free to play with monetization through microtransactions, content starts to fully revolve around skin releases. A lot of collabs and hype around these skins instead of actually playable content. It just kind of makes me sad, right? So let's take a look here. So what caused the death? So let's move some of this shit around, because we need to make some space for the real big spender, right? We got all this stuff coming together that caused the kind of death. The rumors of Overwatch 2 game releases, right? Very, very sad upbringing. Very, very sad. But then we have the big player here, which is change in monetization. Change in monetization, which is just so absolutely brutal. To microtransactions, we'll call it this. So we go from here, right? Used to be loot boxes. So we went from here, we had loot boxes removed and then replaced with microtransaction, with full microtransactions. Absolutely so sad. And now content is no longer based around actual heroes, skins, maps, anything. Content is now based around skins. Content now is skins. You will buy cosmetics and enjoy it. And I hate this. I really hate this practice. It's really, really frustrating. So, and I'll be honest, I've seen some of my friends in just like some of my circles and stuff. They actually get pretty excited for some of these skin releases. And a lot of them are collabs, which is very hype, but I just don't really get it anymore. I'm just tired of paying for cosmetics that alter your looks, and that's fucking it. It's even worse because in Overwatch, it's all first person, so you barely even see your character anyways, unless you're a Chad, Reinhardt, or Hamster main, because then you could roll around and stuff and, you know, hold your shield up so you actually get to see your skin. So shout out to Reinhardt and Hamster players, but other than that, you're shit out of luck. Anyways, sorry. You're basically paying money so other people can see your skins. And they're insanely fucking overpriced, so it's almost like I feel like I'm getting scammed. There is a battle pass, but that's a whole different fucking discussion because battle passes suck. And it does help with the process of buying skins, but genuinely it still is just overpriced. I see a lot of the skins costing $20 to $25 or $67 for a bundle when I could go onto Steam right now and I could buy Hollow Knight for $15. No sale or anything, but just straight up buying it, $15. Absolute amazing game. That's a whole experience for less money than one fucking skin. Outer Wilds, $15. Same exact thing. A great experience for $15 when the skin costs $25. Fallout New Vegas is $10 fucking dollars. Fallout New Vegas, one of the greatest games of all time, $10 on Steam. And it's half the price of a skin. Baldur's Gate 3 is also one of the best games ever made, since I talked about it earlier, and it costs $60, which I know is a lot of money, but these bundles are also really fucking expensive. Think about it. 3 skins is the price of Baldur's Gate 3, which you can easily get 300 hours of experience out of. And it's just really frustrating. Fallout Vegas is peak? Fucking exactly. Skins are just a waste of money. What about the horse armor? The horse armor is how it started, and I have thoughts about that. I'll save that for a different video, though. I will save that for another video for sure. Skins are too expensive and just buy other games. Skins are way too expensive, just buy games. Because genuinely, like, you get nothing from buying a skin. And I'll be honest, I fall for this trap sometimes. I'm not fucking invincible to this shit. I buy skins all the time in games. I don't buy them much anymore, but it's a lot. Did horse armor ruin gaming? No, it just they added a DLC for Oblivion back in the day, which was just a cosmetic horse armor, and a lot of people kind of bring that back to the origins of microtransactions in games, which is true, but actually technically the first microtransactions in games ever, like in history, were with The Sims when EA owned it. So it's always been fucking EA's fault. So just saying. What's up, Lucis Pill? Welcome. And basically you could buy like content packs which had like basic skins and stuff. It technically was the first use of the horse armor, but then the horse armor was the second use of it, but they're all very similar. So to me, the cosmetics kind of ruin the game. The cosmetics to me are the cause of death. The toxic monetization practices found in this victim's bloodstream were the cause of death, because all that Blizzard is doing now is they're only making skins. All the content they make is collabs and skins. They aren't making shit besides that. They added 6v6 to the game. It's a great example. They added a feature from Overwatch 1 back to the fucking game. You know what else they did that was content they added? They made patch 1 Overwatch. So they made a whole like game mode where you would play day 1 Overwatch. So the only 2 most recent pieces of content that I can remember that Overwatch added that weren't skins and characters were things that already existed in Overwatch 1. It's crazy. So to me, the cause of death is monetization, because they're putting all of their resources in time into something that's supposed to make them money, but they're dying. And it's really sad. I don't actually know if Overwatch is dying. The player base is still really, really big, but there are even more people criticizing it. I'm kind of quiet. Did I get quiet here? I can raise my volume a little bit if you guys need. We played any games today? Yes, we are. After this, we are going to be playing some games. And I just want to reiterate that Overwatch had a lot of potential, right? I'm only passionate about this because of what I want this game to be. And I'm pronouncing this death to be to toxic levels of monetization in the game's bloodstream because it's a practice that claims a lot of games. And I'm afraid it's only going to be getting worse. We're seeing an epidemic of greed in the gaming sphere, where almost every game focuses on, hey, look at these new skins, look at these new events and stuff, when I would much rather pay money for actual content. Like a DLC, a lot of people back in the day was like, oh, I'm paying for the rest of my game. I would much rather fucking pay for that than I would for a skin that costs $20 that only makes my ass look good. You know, like, I don't give a shit anymore. I just want to play video games. Destiny 2 is one. See, I'm lucky and I've never played Destiny 2. Helldivers did a good job. You can get a lot of the stuff in Helldivers for free. You can farm super credits pretty easy, and the game costs $40. So you could technically, well, I don't want to defend that because I do think that cosmetics suck, but at least they give gameplay benefits. That's a whole different thing. Maybe I'll leave that in the video. Don't trust any of you? Don't worry, I'm not. What's that, Kazcan? What other games? So the games that I can see going down this route, Marvel Rivals is one of them. I love Marvel Rivals, but eventually it will fall down the same exact skin hellhole that all the other games are going in. League right now is really bad. They basically removed the free loot box system, and now there's like a whole gotcha thing they're doing with skins, where skins can be up to $500 fucking dollars. Genshin Impact is really popular, and I don't play Genshin Impact, but I know it's another gotcha game, and at least the characters in there, when you do unlock them, you have to spend money to get it, but at least they have abilities. There's a bunch of games like that. Halo Infinite, terrible monetization practices, and that game is just not great. Overwatch 2. You have Apex Legends also has a bunch of bad skin practices. If you throw a dart at a board, you're going to hit a game that has toxic practices. Oh, it's so true. Counter-Strike with the crate and key system. There's a lot of examples out there of games just with bad monetization. It just makes me so sad. It's only going to get worse, guys. Support game devs that actually make full games and everything, but it's really hard to find them, and it's really, really sad. I don't want to be too negative because I do enjoy a lot of these games still. And to be honest, I am overreacting about some of the things where it's not that bad. I just want more quality. Anyways, I've talked everyone's ear off. This was a practice cadaver. Overwatch 2 has been talked to death. I'm pretty sure all of us actually already knew about a lot of these things, and I really think that like I can narrow the cause of death to the microtransactions, because like I said, if we look at it, the game was neglected, but it was neglected. That led to PvE being cut despite great talent being attached to it still, and players were hopeful. It was taken away from them, and then we see that it was released at a release with very little content, but that can be changed through updates. But the updates were focused on skins, so they didn't fix their game. Instead of making something that we wanted, they made a skin game, and it's just stupid. But anyways, like I said, this is a practice cadaver. A lot of us have already known about all of this stuff. Overwatch 2 has been talked to death. I just wanted to try this little segment. I want to see how you guys like it. And for any seasoned coroners in chat, if you know anything that I might have missed, please let me know. Every comment is a lesson, hopefully. So we can all kind of learn what I missed together, what you think, why Overwatch failed and stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching this segment. I'll see all of you guys in the next investigation. This was a lot of fun. Does anybody have any questions before I kind of move on here? Because I didn't have anything in my little PowerPoint set up here. Oh, side note, big shout out to Mauga being released. I don't play Overwatch. I haven't played Overwatch since Mauga released, but basically, a lot of people can hark the downfall of Overwatch competitive play to his release, because every single time I talk to my friends about a character, they say they hate Mauga. And also, people in the comments, one of my friends says there's nothing wrong with Mauga. Please convince him otherwise. Thank you. I would appreciate that. We do have a Discord. Give me 1 sec. I'll get it for you, Dolphin. Also, genuinely, guys, this is my first time doing a segment like this on stream. I kind of did something similar when I talked about Trench Crusade. Do you guys like it? Was this cool? Could I have done better? How was the board? Did it make sense and everything? Did we like the board? It was good. Awesome. More Trench Crusade. I will do more Trench Crusade videos too. I have some planned. Sorry, there's so many, and thank you B2 way. I'll get better with the board over time. This is an idea my friend had to use the board and stuff, like to kind of go over thoughts and everything. This is crazy. I actually look like a fucking insane person right now with this board. It's just so full of info. Like I prepared this pretty much all week, and I've been thinking about it for a while. And I was like, oh, I'm so organized. It's all so together. It's going to be fantastic. And I got live on stream, and I'm like, holy fuck, how am I going to fit it all here? Absolutely crazy. I heard Malga and started seething. That is based. They are making a Helldivers 2 movie. I am unbelievably fucking excited for the Helldivers 2 movie. It's gonna be like Starship Troopers, I'm hoping. So I'm really, really excited for it. Sorry, let me get the Discord for you. What are you gonna play? I'm probably gonna play some Space Marine 2. Why the fuck not? We did our homework. We did our homework on absolutely destroying Blizzard. So I think we deserve a little Space Marine 2 treat. Just a little tiny treat of Space Marine 2. I'm gonna be a second. I still need to kind of wind down some of this data and everything on here. Thank you guys for watching this little segment. We're not gonna end the stream yet. We're gonna jump over to Space Marine 2 for a little bit. But yeah, I'm also gonna be playing Bolt Gun as well. Probably tomorrow. I probably won't hit it up today. I'll probably play a few matches of Space Marine 2, farm some stuff, and then we're good. You can't wait for the Amazon 40K series? Dude, same. It is going to be fucking absolutely insane. I'm really, really excited for it. Henry Cavill, lead us to victory. Hell yeah, Pro Dragon. Let's fucking do it. Okay, sorry boys. We're just finishing up here. Hold on, I just got a text message I need to check out. It's a screenshot, so it's exciting. All right. It was a notice about the TikTok stuff because you guys know how TikTok's getting banned in the US and everything. So it was like one of those screenshots where it's like TikTok is going to be leaving soon. Like make sure like we're so sorry about all this and everything. If you guys didn't know too, I also post content on TikTok and stuff. Obviously, I don't really post on there too much, but I do a little bit. Do you know Juice World? I do not, but I heard about it. Warhammer is actually getting really fucking popular right now. It's actually kind of crazy. Top 5 games of all time. Let's fucking go. Top 5 games of all time. Somebody clip this too because I would love to have this out there. Top 5 games. Number 1, Baldur's Gate 3. Absolutely amazing. Number 2, Resident Evil 4, preferably the remake. I like both of the games, but the remake is absolutely amazing. Love the Resident Evil series. I know it's not technically one game, but the Mass Effect series, if I had to choose one, I would say 2. Mass Effect 2 is absolutely fantastic. And I put Mass Effect 2 up there for sure. Witcher 3, absolutely fucking amazing game. One of my favorite RPGs I've ever played. Love that game. And then number 5, it's a really fucking hard choice. I want to put Cyberpunk there because I'm loving it right now, but I can't because of the way that it made me feel when it first came out. And Skyrim's a good choice, but I would much rather put Fallout New Vegas there, I think. So my top 5 games are in order: Baldur's Gate 3, Resident Evil 4, Mass Effect series, if not the whole series, Mass Effect 2, Witcher 3, and then Fallout New Vegas. Those are probably my most played games of all time that are single player games. Fucking love those games. And I highly recommend them to all of you guys too. You take New Vegas. Skyrim is up there. I'd probably put it in my top 10. Elden Ring, I've never played Elden Ring. I played it a little bit, but I'm really bad at Soulsborne's games. I don't like them because I'm bad at them. The controls are a little bit bad for me. So that's really weird. I just watched myself walk out of the room on my live stream on Vertical. That was really trippy. It's like seeing myself from the past, like, fuck off. That's so funny. I should give it another shot though. I've never really liked Soulsborne's game, but I really should give Elden Ring a shot because I know how good it's supposed to be. But yeah, top 10. If I had to add more, Cyberpunk would definitely be up there. Let me look at my game library. Hold on. Have you played Skyrim? 100%. I play Skyrim. Everybody has to play Skyrim. I love Cyberpunk. It just reminds me of futuristic Skyrim for some reason. I mean, it feels similar. The combat feels way better than Skyrim, though. It's aged way better. I played Alan Wake 2 right now. Alan Wake 2 is really fucking good. You don't know what a heretic is? Is it like a character or something? A heretic is someone who goes against the word of God, pretty much. So it's like if you're performing heresy, it's going against something that is written as law. Disco Elysium is really good, but I wouldn't put it as my top 10. I did not play Trailmakers. I fully agree as Kaz can. I have a video where I'm talking shit about Cyberpunk. Someone left a comment on it the other day, and they were like, "Well, this video aged poorly," and I'm 100% correct on that because it is genuinely an incredible fucking game. And I want to do a video where I do Cyberpunk Revisited. Your top 5 would be Helldivers 2, Black Ops 2. Good choice. Black Ops 2 is really fucking good. Five Nights Fallout New Vegas, Halo Combat Evolved, and Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, Red Dead has to be my top 10. Red Dead 2 is fucking fantastic. Halo Combat Evolved, really, over 3 a reach? That's crazy. How do you join? I haven't started the game yet, too. You listen to a song by Juice WRLD and sing it. I was subscribed. No, I'm good, Kingston. I remember who Juice WRLD is. They're a rapper. I don't really listen to rap and stuff. It's not really my forte. I also don't want to get copyright struck, so Red Dead Redemption 2 or Fallout New Vegas story. Red Dead Redemption 2's story in a vacuum is better. It is genuinely like Red Dead Redemption 2 is such a good story that it's just like hard to beat it with anything. Later that Reaper guy. People hated Reach when it first came out. Remember the hate when the armor lock used to be good? I fucking remember that, dude. I'll subscribe still. Thank you, Kingston. I appreciate it. Sorry, I just don't listen to music and stuff like that usually. Honestly, most of my music that I listen to outside of this is like video game soundtracks and ambient tracks. I fucking love it. Love video game music. I love Reach's campaign now, but when Armorlock first came out, it was pretty bad. Left 4 Dead 2 is definitely up there for me too, Smokey. Left 4 Dead 2, Metro Last Light, Divinity Original Sin 2, goated game. I should have put that in my top 5. The Last of Us Part 1, The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, Half-Life 2, Sleeping Dogs, COD 4, and Crash Team Racing Resistance. You got good taste, man. Uncharted is such a fun game. Never played it. I really should. When Red Dead 2 first came out, you remember running into trees every second while riding your horse? I do. I do. Do I listen to the podcast called Lorehammer? I do not. The only podcast I listen to really about Warhammer is Adeptus Ridiculous and Poor Hammer. Poor Hammer is fantastic. Great fucking content. Top 5 is Skyrim, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Doom 1, the old one. Wow, really? Doom 2, the old one, and Skylanders. Oh, Skylanders. I fucking remember Skylanders. That shit was dope back in the day. That was fucking awesome. How badly was Cyberpunk received at launch? Here in Portland, the actual government talked about it. That's crazy. It was really badly received. Everybody fucking hated it. It was really, really bad. What are you drinking? I'm drinking some stress relief lavender tea. Because I felt like it would put me in the mood to talk about game autopsy. It definitely did not reduce my stress. It actually made me more excited, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah. All right. All right. Okay, I'm gonna swap over to Space Brain 2 in a second, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna swap over to Space Burn 2 and everything. Just give me a second here, guys. We'll be able to play it together and stuff. Just give me a sec to swap over everything. I'm gonna go grab something from the other room really fast. I'm also gonna peck my cat because he's really fucking cute right now, and I don't want to lose this opportunity. Oh, and he moved. I missed my opportunity. I pointed him and he got excited. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna do a little walk around and stuff. Chill out for a sec, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump over to Space Burn 2. What's up, Dustin? Welcome to the stream, man. Nobody in chat go crazy. Nobody in chat go crazy. I want all of you on your best behavior. I don't want to come back and have to do a stern talking to anybody. I'll be right back. I come back and the first thing I see is this absolutely giant array of flashing RGB lights. Crazy. You guys are fucking wild. Dr. Evil costume. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump on Space Marine 2 now. Will that calm all of you down if we jump on this? Is that what everybody wants? Everybody wants Space Marine 2? There we go. Oh, my headphones died. One sec, guys. Okay. Okay, give me a sec to get this all set up, everybody. Why don't people shoot the Chaos Gods to death? Great question. Great question. Why don't they just shoot the Chaos Gods? It's that easy, guys. Why doesn't Vulcan, the largest of the Primarchs, simply just eat the other Primarchs? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the room code up for you guys so you can jump in here. First game's going to be pretty casual. I'm going to go ahead and change the tags really fast on the stream for everybody, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, just setting things up. How's the audio? Is everything looking good? Everything sounding good for you boys? Yay, we got people in here. Sorry, guys, I'm just finishing up some stuff. Sorry, guys. Almost there. Okay, we're almost there. Just gotta get the chats up. Brad, it is time. It is time. Did you get in the game? We'll be swapping out players every single game, guys. So just a heads up. This heads up as we're playing and everything. I'm gonna do a quick warm-up game, so on a lower difficulty, and then we'll be good to go. Let's go ahead. Let's just run the first mission. Why not? We'll run on average. I want to level up this guy to level 25. I'm one level away. It should be exciting. Which Braid Rod is better, Skibidi or Hawk Tua? Hawk Tua for sure. It's pretty close though. They're both pretty bad. Hawk Tua has so much meme potential. You can add it to the end of like the Thunder Hawk Tua. You can add it to anything. Petty, you wrote your final essay on the cultural significance of Hawk Tua. Can you please give us a rundown in chat of why Hawk Tua has changed the face of the planet? Since you're such an expert, can you tell us the cultural significance of that? Or like a full rundown, please. Imagine the Emperor speaking in brain rot terms. Oh, hell no. You put in the Krieg kill team? Fuck yeah, dude. I own the kill. My Krieg kill team is right behind me. In one of those boxes, completely primed and built, unpainted. Untouched, unpainted. And it's been that way for fucking months. I really need to get on my painting train. Reminds me of the one meme I saw of Primera Space Marines taking brain rot to the Dreadnought. You gotta make sure the Dreadnoughts are educated, guys. They've been asleep for a long time. Make sure that they are taken well care of. You wrote that she takes a twist on the normal Southern lady stereotype. It's actually crazy. I saw you ask for that. I should make a Mechanicus roll in the Discord. I'll try to make it tonight for you. How's the audio, guys? How do I sound compared to the game? Apostate fire accidentally enabled emote only mode. Is there a way to turn it off? That's so funny. Guys, if anybody has to send me a message on Twitch, you have to communicate it to me in emotes only. Let's get together and paint, please. 100%. You should come over and paint. Guys, shout out to Brennan Bates in chat who wants to come over and paint minis. Emote only mode. Hattie looks angry. Superior Gamer seems like he's okay with it, or he gave up on something. And Apostate of Fire also looks like that he's okay with it. I'm really glad you guys could come to terms with this. How big is your shame pile, Brennan? How big is it? The chat wants to know. Is it still emote only mode? Can you guys only do emotes? I will say this makes focusing really easy. Oh, hi, Mango. Or should I turn it back? No, you can keep it like this. Emote only mode would be something fun to do later, though. I meant to fly there. Hey, Firebug, welcome to the stream. You appreciate my Warhammer lore? Thank you so much. How's your day been going so far? And welcome to the stream. It's good to see you on here. I love seeing the chat filled with emotes and stuff. It's so exciting. I'm back. What's up, L Animations? Some might say that your pile of shame is horse size. Who are these some people? Who is calling your pile of shame horse size? I don't know a single fucking person that would describe a pile of shame horse size. Did you take your pile of shame and make it into a horse? The community is going to be insane over the lack of new updates. It is very true. Oh, Carnifex spawned. You slept 13 hours yesterday. You needed that. I'm glad you're able to get some rest. Have you been working really hard recently? I feel like you told me what you were doing, but I forgot what it was. Oh, shit. Was playing Blatro, had a straight and pressed discard instead of play, so I'm done now. Oh, that's so sad. Finals? I feel that, dude. Fuck finals. I'm still off school right now, and I'm really, really happy for that. Okay, Brady. Tabletop-wise, you can nerf one faction, buff another. Which ones would you? Well, right now, I would nerf Space Marines to piss you off. Just because I know you only play Space Marines. I would nerf Necrons. I would probably nerf Necrons. Because I feel like they've been really dominant for a long time now, and I think they need a few adjustments. But I would nerf them in the way that I would want to give them something to work with. But Necrons definitely need a nerf. Who would I buff though? I don't really can't think of anything that needs a buff right now. I'd probably buff AdMech because I think that the robots need a point reduction, and I really, really want to play the Calisthenian robots in my list, but you just fucking can't. So if it was me deciding it, I would buff AdMech and nerf Necrons. See, man, I'm hoping for an off stream. I'm hopping off stream. Have a good one. Later, not that my real name. I hope you have a great night.
Captain Acheron, no signs of life at the Astro.
What Xenos do you think you could beat in a fight? That I could beat in a fight? Maybe an Eldar. Maybe. I could probably beat an average Gene Stealer cult member in a fight. Like, if I really needed to. Not an Orc. I could probably beat a Grot if I'm feeling spicy. But I probably can't beat an Eldar, but like an average Gene Stealer cult person, probably. A Grot I could. A Hormigaunt I could maybe beat in a fight. Eldar can solo Space Marines. Oh yeah, trained Eldar can solo Space Marines like Rangers, which Rangers are just conscripted from the civilians. But there's a lot of non-combatant Eldar. But I still probably could not beat them. You're probably right. Because Eldar are really cracked, so I was wrong about that. But like also technically with that logic too, a Gene Stealer cult could solo a Space Marine, but only the really advanced ones. How about a Scorpeg Lord? Fuck no. I could probably beat a Hormigaunt in a fight 1v1, but I would probably then slowly die of bloodlust afterwards. Most likely. Primaris came out in 8th edition, so about 6 years ago. Maybe like 5 years ago. Oh, I thought I got the codes. What's the furthest we've seen in the 40k timeline? Right now it's Pariah Nexus. I don't really know what's going on in the Pariah Nexus, honestly, but that's the furthest we've seen in the timeline as of now. That and the Lion returning. Those are the two most recent events, pretty much. Like, recent big events. How much could one Space Marine conquer in modern day? He could probably conquer a shit ton. Like, genuinely, I don't really know besides in what we have that could destroy his armor, besides, like, certain missiles and nukes. Like, he would, if he became a warlord, I don't know. It's really hard to quantify one Space Marine basically conquering the world because I don't know the military well enough to give a good answer, if that makes sense. You already can't wait for Space Marine 3? Same, man. It's going to be fucking legendary. Have you ever played Battlefield 1? Yes, I love Battlefield 1. I'll get you up in a sec, I promise. Okay, last minute just fucking hit me like that. Please tell me I have time. Perfect. I forget, you feel such like a badass at these lower difficulty levels. It's actually so satisfying. Yeah, this average armor guard is 4 feet 3 inches, 440 pounds. I can't take that. I'm dead instantly. That's like learning the true size of the grunts. Armor guns being 4 foot 3 inches and weighing 440 pounds is crazy. 440 pounds is an absolute shit ton. Or the Fall Guys. Yeah, the Fall Guys are cracked. Braid, do you love Battlefield 1 enough to know which round end theme is your favorite? I do not. I played a lot of Battlefield 1, but I didn't really dive deep into it. But I did love the game. No matter who you are in Warhammer, you're probably cooked. So true. Unless you're an Eldar. Eldar actually have a pretty good standard of life, for the most part. From what I understand. Thank you, Battle Chicken. You're still my silliest Skaven man. My silliest little rat. I'm going to Skaven for Ren Fair this year, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to dress full unbridled Skaven. Question, how did the Empire beat the other side? Did they do something themselves to become weaker or no? What do you mean the other side? You mean like when he attacked Nurgle? Like when he was inside of the, like he burned the gardens of Nurgle or whatever? If you unironically want to live in the 40k universe, you are not a Warhammer fan? Fucking agreed. Do you know one of the assassins took down a Harlequin? Guess how? I actually did know that. How did he take him down? What are your thoughts on the new champion skin for the Salamander Sniper? I actually haven't looked at it. I know a lot of people are really disappointed in it because they're like, why Sniper for Salamanders? It doesn't really make any sense. But does it at least look good? You want to live in 40k as the God Emperor? That sounds pretty good. I mean, that sounds great until you're on a chair forever. A nuke strapped to his heart? That's a little overkill, honestly, but good job, man. You got spirit. He killed a Harlequin by strapping a nuke to his heart and running at him. Why did I grab that? But think about how comfortable the chair would be. So true, Hattie. I didn't think about that. So true. I feel like this is the part of the mission where people start kind of fucking up. Hey, thank you so much, Kazcan, for the follow. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a fantastic day. The assassin died because he lost the fight, but then the bomb went off. Oh, okay. So he's like Netero from Hunter x Hunter. Still got the elf. Getting a Harlequin is pretty big. That is 2 follows from me. Glad to push servers 2 times. Fuck yeah, dude. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I didn't know you had 2 Twitch accounts. What do you think the next Pride comeback is and why? Definitely the Space Wolves. The Space Wolves are already teased to have models coming out this edition. And it's probably going to be him because if they're going to have a whole range refresh, why wouldn't Lehman Russ come back with them? If I had to pick one to come back, I would probably want Vulcan. I'm a Sanguinius fanboy, but like even I have to admit that he's gone. He's gone. How do you make a poll? I actually don't know. I know mods can make polls, though. Does anybody know how to make polls in Twitch chat? What's up, Kirk Jones? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the Eldar are good unless Slanesh gets your soul. That's a bad end. Why the button is my favorite chapter? I'm a really big fan of melee combat in tabletop games. So the idea of like fast attacking jetpacks that hit really, really hard in melee really speaks to me. On top of that, I think the Sanguinary Guard are really fucking cool. I think Dante just not being able to die is a really fun storyline. And the Death Company, the fact that they pretty much have fallen to the Black Rage and they're now just used as mobile weapons because they can't go back to their normal lives is fucking badass to me. It's like a Suicide Squad. I just find that really cool. I wish Ferris Manus would come back. Same, but if he comes back, it has to be as a Dreadnought. No exceptions. He needs to come back as a Dreadnought, if anything. Hello, what's up? Oh my god, Ford Emperor. That's how I say your name. I was like, how do I pronounce your name? And then I actually decided to do some reading, and it looked like it worked out. Have I played Warhammer Tacticus? No, I have not. Hey, Kirk Jones donates $2. Thank you so much for the donation, Kirk Jones. Thank you so much for the support. I returned with the powers of lore. Hell yeah, dude. Do you have any lore you wanted to talk about? Primarch Dreadnought, holy crap. Yeah, see, exactly. Ferris Man is coming back as a Dreadnought would be fantastic because technically his head is still around. Oh, motherfucker, I can't deal with these guys. Put the Emperor in Dreadnought, that'd be so cool. To be fair, Sanguinius' body was put in stasis like Hilbin, so it's not impossible. Oh, I actually didn't know that. That's actually, that makes me really happy. Where are your cats? One of them is right here, and one of them is right behind me. They're both sleeping right now. I don't want to wake them because they'll go crazy. Rylan will return to the Legion of the Damned. A lot of people have been speculating that. I really fucking hope so. But if he does, it probably won't be for a while, but I think he will. Because he earned the Emperor's respect for sure. But we haven't had a story on the Legion of the Damned in a long time. Wait, do you think if he pissed his Legion or being obsessed with efficiency? Yes, because there was a whole thing where he talked with Vulcan about like what's the meaning of human life, and the quote of like the flesh is weak I believe also came from Vulcan, and it was not really meant to be like be a machine. It was meant to kind of reinforce the human spirit, and that really spoke to Ferris. So I think he would be really pissed if he came back. Hey, thank you so much, Kazcan3, for the follow. We got 3 follows from Kazcan, guys. He's racking them up. The flesh is weak, but D's eternal. That's the full quote. Thank you. 3rd time's a charm. Fuck yeah, dude. We're getting there. Soon we'll have 100 Kazcans in chat. Oh, I went the wrong way. They're all different people? Are they actually? I thought he was making new accounts for funsies. Well, two things. I think the Primarch of the Space Wolves will be the next to return, and I think after the Grey Knights will assist the Salamanders in bringing back Vulcan. That would be fucking hype. That also leaves room for the Grey Knights to actually get a range refresh, which would be fantastic. Titus in secret level was fully overpowered. He was really overpowered, but that's kind of the point. It showed off what actually Space Marine should be like for a while. Would Gilliman attack Corvus if he saw what he is now? No. Gilliman is pretty logical. He'd be able to like he'd be able to kind of deduce that it's his brother. I do remember when he broke out of the prison and stuff because he still had his hammer and everything, or could call it to him. That was pretty cool. I like that story. I think a vehicle game would be dope. You can control tanks, dreadnoughts, and ships. That would be really cool. Just make a fucking other Dawn of War game, honestly. I love your videos and recently got into Warhammer because of you and love how you share facts about stuff I know nothing about. The Salamanders, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. The idea of Braid Nation was to make it easy to understand. So when people come in and say it helped them get into Warhammer, it makes me really happy. Have you bought any minis or anything? Or are you just getting into the lore? Can I just say, Kaldar Drago is a DB character, Dragon Ball character who's super overpowered. He is a Dragon Ball character. Is there an orc racing game? Forgot the name. Yes, there is. Fuck, what's it called? Does anyone remember the orc racing game? It's supposed to be really good. A lot of my friends are playing it. Imagine having this entire show of the secret level episode. Dude, I would fucking die. That would be incredible. It would be absolutely amazing. Are you gonna play Marvel Rivals on stream? Yeah, I can stream Marvel Rivals. I actually haven't played Marvel Rivals like pretty much all week because I've been busy. But I really want to grind this new rank season because I hit Grandmaster last season and I want to get back to my rank for funsies. But yeah, I can stream it if everyone wants to see me play it. Kaz just followed for a 5th time. Thank you so much, Kaz. Welcome to the stream for the 5th time. You stream Helldivers 2 sometimes? I 100% will. I'm all set up so it'll actually work. Honestly, next Primarch is going to be Space Wolves and Blood Angels due to pure model range. Possibly Dorn, but it seems unlikely. I would love if Dorn came back. It's 100% going to be Space Wolves, though. I agree.
We stand ready to deliver the Emperor's vengeance.
Wait, so Warhammer Mario Kart? There is. I think it's like called like Red something.
Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
Oh, am I not at the right spot?
To us.
Good microphone. Thank you. I did a lot of research and I decided to get this one. I actually got this before I started streaming because my old microphone that I had was absolutely garbage. That would be really cool, Battle Chicken. Speed Freaks. That's the name of it. Thank you so much, Brother Gasriel. Thank you, Brandon, too. I see what you said. Speed Freaks is the game. Thank you. Fred, you read up on the fan thing called the Lion Heresy? I have. Where people think that when he meets Gilliman, he's going to cause a civil war and stuff and like split the Imperium, and that's why the Great Crusade split everything. I've seen it. I don't think it's going to happen. It's a really cool idea, though. The art is fucking insane. The art is crazy. I don't think it'll happen, though. I bought figures and got into the lore. Absolutely love Warhammer. I'm playing as we speak right now. Fuck yeah, dude. What army did you get? What models are you rocking? Does the Codex Astartes state how the Space Marines conduct warfare, or only guidelines on size and stuff? It says how they should. It says a bunch of things. How they should conduct warfare, size, what the most effective use of combat is, stuff like that. Your favorite drink is lube because ice cream doesn't have bones, and that moon is drunk. So true, Apostate of Fire. That is the most true thing I've ever heard in my life. Can somebody kill that Zinch follower that's in chat? I think he might have lost his mind. So true, Apostate of Fire. So true. Seraphon / Mizerland from Sigmar or to 40k thoughts? Would love it. The Seraphon are my favorite. They're my favorite Age of Sigmar army. They're the army that I want to get for Age of Sigmar. So if they came in 40k, I would be fucking absolutely over the moon. Legends probably will return once they kill Magnus the Red. Why Magnus the Red? I feel like they're pretty unrelated to each other. I'll get you, buddy. If you remember a Codex chapter, what chapter fit your character the best? Tech Marine, Stern Guard, Gravis? I mean, I work in tech support, so the correct answer would be Tech Marine, but technically, because I'm a yapper and I do enjoy talking to people, I would probably be a chaplain. So if I was going to be one, if I was going to be any like type of thing in a Space Marine, I would 100% be a chaplain or a Tech Marine, most likely. What does chat think? Do you agree with that, or do you think I'd be something else? Your favorite drink is lube, Teddy? That's fucking weird. Dude, why is your favorite drink lube? That's weird. Why would you say that in chat? I'd be a servitor? Chaplain is the most violent members of the chapter? Yeah, dude, I'm really violent. I'm super scary and stuff. But the chaplains are also the psychologists of a chapter. Tech Marine sounds redundant. Don't they have Adeptus Mechanicus on their ship and stuff? Yes, but Tech Marines are allowed to exist in addition to them because they perform like certain rites and stuff. And they're taught directly by the Adeptus Mechanicus. It's pretty cool. I didn't say that. No, Teddy, that's weird, dude. Teddy be drinking lube in chat. Orcs are stronger than Primarchs and are chronically the size of smaller knights. Yes, they are fucking huge. Your girlfriend would be the Emperor. Tell her that. She's not home right now, but I can tell her. Hi, Braid. Just finished my sister's army. Give me your favorite sister's lore. Oh, my favorite sister's lore. That's a good one. I really wanted to build. I really wanted to build sisters as my first army. Like if I could, Admech was my first army, but if I could go back and do it all over again, I would definitely go Sisters of Battle. I think they're really, really cool. Favorite Sisters lore. I've already talked about it, but the Penitent engines are really cool. I also really like, I really like fuck, what are they called? They're the ones that like are filled with drugs and they have like whips for hands are really interesting. To be honest, I actually don't know much Sisters lore off the top of my head. I like how all of them have white hair to basically honor the saint that talked to the Emperor at a certain point. Was pretty cool. But off the top of my head, I can't think of anything. Boy 18766, Teddy's gaslighting you. I'm super sorry he's acting out like that.
Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.
Are you joining this time? You got it. You play as Bulwark, the most out of your personality as possible. Well, the Bulwark fits that fantasy, right? Like the Bulwark is just a really fun class overall. Like genuinely. Hello, Braid. What's up, Hugo Dow? Custodian lore? Sure. Custodians are one of my favorite armies. One of my favorite things I actually learned about them when I was researching for shorts was the Telemon Dreadnoughts. To make a Telemon Dreadnought, not only is it incredibly hard to make one, they have to have a piece of metal worked from the Emperor's own hand to actually make the Telemon Dreadnought work, which is fucking crazy. Do I think they're going to release more Neovocalite weapons for the tabletop? Probably not. They might, but I feel like it would be a weird thing for them to release. Wow, you guys joined fucking fast. That was incredible. You feel the Krieg blood in your veins? What is it going to take me for you to read, start reading the Gortek and Felix series? Very little. I'm actually planning on buying a bunch of books and stuff from the Warhammer series, and I would love to watch it. Keep reminding me, and I know I ask you guys this a lot, but please keep reminding me to read and watch this stuff because I will eventually get to it. Very nice. The Infinite Divine, I definitely need to read that. Another cool thing about the Custodies is that they do this thing called the killing games, where they basically like try their best to break into the Emperor's throne room to basically try to see how they can shore up their defenses. It's really, really cool and interesting. Fucking love the Custodies. You guys are making me want to play Warhammer, like the tabletop game. Oh shit, I have a lot to unlock on this guy. I don't even know what these things do. Let's rock this weapon. I really want to use some of the bolt weapons today. I just think they're really fun. And we'll 100% do the chain sword because why the fuck not? The blood games are just so over the top. They really are. What's up, Pro Dragon? Hey, Braid, can you tell some Custodian and Ultramarine lore? Well, the Custodian lore, so the blood games, like, they basically have this game where they try to break into the Golden Throne. Some of the Custodians break into the Golden Throne. Some of them don't. And they basically are trying to do their best to figure out how to improve their defenses, right? Which I think is really interesting. Fuck, I'm really having trouble thinking of lore on the spot right now. Wait, we didn't beat this on difficulty 4? I thought we beat this on difficulty 4 yesterday. Ah, shit. Oh, I guess we're... Oh, no, we did this one. That's right. I kept failing at that one. Let's go to Substantial. My stream's delayed. Can I tell us Ultramarine lore? Yeah. What specifically do you want to know about the Ultramarine? Ultramarines and stuff. Those guys are the first Space Marines. Only problem, they can't leave Holy Terra because they guard the Golden Throne. True, but they actually are starting to leave slowly now. Not a lot, though. But, like, Trajan is fighting the Tyranids right now on the front lines, which is pretty cool. What Warhammer book should you read? Well, if you haven't read it already, The Infinite Divine is the best option. Bjorn the Fell-Handed lore. Bjorn is 10,000 years old. He's the oldest living dreadnought. He was also part of Leman Russ's personal bodyguard regiment, which is really fucking cool. He's such a badass that I can't remember exactly what happened, but basically one time they woke him up to fight something or tell a story about something, and he was like, lol, no, fuck that. I don't care about that, and just didn't do it. Greetings to Minio. Thank you for the videos. I hope you have a great time with the game and wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad you said that. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Transmissions are not reaching the astropathic.
Why are we lagging?
The source of the interference lies in heretic-occupied territory. Locate and destroy whatever is jamming our community.
Whoa. Who's Gasoline Crow for 40k? I actually have no idea, genuinely. I am lagging like a motherfucker. Hold on.
Damocles, we are entering the Vox blackout area now.
The Skaven are slept on. Skaven are fucking awesome.
Understood. Damocles out.
Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm closing some things really quick just because I want to see what's causing me to lag. This is really weird. Why are you fucking absolutely destroying my frames right now? Let's see. Let me look. Let's take a look at my task manager. What's fucking overexerting myself right now? Everything looks solid, pretty much across the board. Yeah, my game is lagging like a motherfucker right now. I'm gonna return us to the battle barge, guys. That was really weird. I don't know what's going on with my PC. It's really weird. I think it's Space Marine 2 that's like fucking everything up. There's no stats or anything that are really going crazy. Internet's fine. Let's check it out actually. Let's check my internet. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the problem. The internet is fucking absolutely being destroyed right now. Oh, and so is my graphics card. What the fuck? What is going on? I'm really sorry about that Pro Dragon and Hattie. That's not really fair to you guys. But I have to restart. I have to restart my game really fast. My fucking game is being absolutely terrible at the moment. Weird. Okay. Everything's kind of normalizing now. I'm going to let it sit for a second. Sorry about that, guys. I know it's first come, first serve, but if anybody could, when I put up the code again, if you guys could let Pro Dragon and Hattie just join, we'll be good. It's not the stream that's the issue. It's the graphics card, which is really weird. Give it a sec here.